Hey everybody, Andy Bob here with Andy Bob's Threads and Thrift. Doing a video today because I went to the thrift store on Saturday and I found an enormous amount of clothing. Uh, I went there because I hadn't been to any thrift stores in a while. I've been to a few, but was running kind of low on inventory, so it was half off day and I thought I'd give it a go. Went to the Goodwill and I found just I can't even tell you how many. You'll see here. I'm gonna go through. It's my first one doing a haul video, so this one's gonna be kind of long though because I got so many things. I was just gonna show you all of them and kind of give you the reason why I bought them. I haven't looked up all of them because there's some new brands in here that I haven't tried yet, but I'll give you the reasons why I grabbed them anyways. But I'm just gonna go through the pile and show you guys. Disney World. This one was just kind of unique. You see, it's got Mickey underneath a palm tree there, and it is actual from Walt Disney World. And with it being half off day, that's the day when I'll kind of take chance on things, different items, you know, things that I haven't really tried before. I went in there and first thing I noticed, since I had been in there a while, is that they did put or they are putting some clothing in the case now, the lock case, which kind of surprised me. Which at first I was a little taken back by it, but in all actuality it actually kind of benefits me anyways. I don't know if you guys know your brands and you know how much things go for. It's like they've already picked it for you, and for me, I bought several things in there because it was half off. Some of it's a little bit high. If it wasn't half off, I don't know if I would have bought it, but with it in the case already, I think it kind of scares some people off. But don't be afraid of it. Just know what you're buying and what things go for. This here, Banana Republic. I get a few things Banana Republic. The reason I bought that one is because it's cashmere, cotton cashmere. It's a little bit different than full-on cashmere, but it'll still sell well on eBay. Probably get 25 or 30 bucks for that, and I paid $2 for it. This is one that I just kind of took a shot on. MMA Elite. It was half off day again. Thought I'd try it. It's in good shape. Feels nice. And it's camouflage, says MMA, so I kind of got a few things going there. Here's a tap out. Everybody's probably heard of tap out by now. That was $2. And actually with my card I ended up saving more than half. I saved 60%. So I got an extra 10% off for spending more than, I think it's $25. I got some nice Nike stuff. It's Nike here. Looks like it's a youth, but it's in really good shape. It's like one of those kids workout ones, almost like a football one or something. But I got a few of those. Here's it's a Jordan Nike Jumpman. One of the things to look for with those is if it's actually really embroidered, and that one is. It's a Nike Dry Fit. I'm not sure what I'll get out of that one yet. I haven't really looked it up. I'm gonna pay a couple bucks for that. This one, this will go for probably about 20-25. It's a Gecko Hawaii. It's got the gecko on it. So didn't really know about that one. I thought I'd heard it, but sometimes when you hear the brands, you see them in the store. You can't remember if you heard it because it was good or heard it because it was bad. There's another Nike. This one's got some reflective material on it. It says it's a large, but I'm assuming that's a kid's large unless it's one of those super tight fitting shirts. Here's another one of some of these I may keep for myself. This is kind of big for a large, and I usually wear extra large. But this is a extra fine merino wool is what it's going to be. I'll double check myself. But when you see the merino, M-E-R-I-N-O, yeah, 100% merino extra fine wool. It's a little higher quality. Kind of feels like more of a silk or a cashmere instead of that scratchy wool. May keep that one. Here's a Browning shirt. It seems like brand new, and I don't know. I don't think this one's gonna go for too much. Could be wrong on it, but it's kind of neat. I like Browning. And next one is a Murano. Never heard of them, but for me, another key is if it says right there, made in Italy. That kind of grabs my attention, and it feels really nice. It's well made, and it's extra fine wool merino, so it's another merino wool. I actually had two of these. Same brand. These look like they're brand new. Let's see, is this the same one? Yeah, same one, different color. This feels really nice. Don't know what those are going for yet. Anything with pearl snaps, I tend to grab. This one is a Rancher with a W by Wrangler. Rancher. And it's got the pearl snaps. I usually grab them, especially if it's only a couple bucks. That's one of those items that people tend to look for online. It's hard to find them at any other store. These, I got a couple of these. Oleg Cassini, however you pronounce it. But those, I'm not sure exactly. I think they'll go about $20-25. That's another one that's in black. I'm telling you, I got a lot. I love the feel of these, but I don't think they go for a whole lot, but I thought I'd grab it anyways. It's Nike Dry Fit. And the reason I got this one is because it is in such great shape, and it says Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I figure if nothing else, the month of May or before that, I'll end up selling it. It's Nike. It's got Speedway on it. That one should sell. Got a Woolrich. I tend to grab Woolriches. Those sell really well. And then these tend to sell better overseas, but I don't do too much international stuff. You got a lot of people looking for these that are overseas. This one I really liked. I don't see these two out too often. I don't think it's going to go for much, but it was pretty neat. It's in really good shape. It's a Fat Albert Platinum Fubu. What does it say? Wood Farm? I don't know. But that's pretty big one. I may keep that for myself. I loved Fat Albert growing up. It's Ralph Lauren. I've been passing over Ralph Lauren's lately. Everybody's got them on there. Unless they're in really good shape, I check them over if there's something specific about them. Brooks Brothers, I still get them, but I've seen their prices start coming down as well. This one was in really good shape. That's a dress shirt. I mean, Brooks Brothers usually sells pretty well. You gotta price it right though. Same thing with Ralph Lauren. Here's a polo. It's Polo Golf. I hadn't really messed with these yet. It's green. It's a dark green, like a hunter green. So I'm gonna give that one a shot. It's kind of specific to being the polo sport, and again, half off day, so I kind of take a stab in the dark sometimes. DKNY. For some reason that was in the guys section. Pretty sure that that's a girl shirt, but anyways, I grabbed it. Another Ralph Lauren. These I grabbed because they were the plaid. I haven't seen a whole lot of plaid like that anyways in the Ralph Lauren. Bugatti Yomo. These are kind of all over the place online. This one was just in such great shape. Plus it might actually fit me if it doesn't sell well. I like the way it felt and looked. Colors on it are real bright and nice. So sometimes, you know, material, what it's made of, how it feels, things like that. You'll want to try and at least look into it. And everybody's got their phones. I just didn't feel like messing with it. Royalty Culture. And if I find out any of these are worth anything decent, this may be a girl's or ladies shirt too. Looks like something my daughter would wear. If I find out any of these are worth like a boatload of money, I'll post it in the comments, or if you guys see something, let me know. There's a Bachrock. Most of these I think I've seen are made in Canada. They'll have those big, what they call the ugly sweaters, but this one's not a big ugly sweater. This one's really nice, and it's 70% silk, 30% cotton. So that one's really nice. That's what grabbed my attention. Plus I've sold a few of the Bachrock, I can't pronounce the things. And they've sold pretty well. Here's another Bugatti Yomo. These almost feel like a linen. No, I'm starting to grab some stuff that I had stuff from going back to almost a year old now that I'm trying to liquidate in my inventory, and a lot of it is like summer stuff, which obviously isn't going to sell real well right now, but I'm getting to where I'm starting to buy some of the summer stuff again. There's another Woolrich. It's kind of a pinkish color. It's kind of got that vintage look to it. Grab that one. Here's one that I was really surprised to find. These sell really well. If you see these, and especially if you see like this right here, that means it was dry cleaned. When I see those, it grabs my attention, especially if I don't know the brand. This one I knew the brand. Maybe you can see it. It's a Coogie, and it's got the dots there. 3XL. These tend to be pretty big, a little bit bigger, but that should sell pretty good. I may get 50 bucks or more out of this one. It's pretty rare you find those around. Usually I find those in a store. It's in the higher end neighborhoods. This one I took a chance on. Starting to see a lot of soccer stuff. I don't know if that's worth anything or not. I have no idea, but it looked kind of cool. Had a lot going on. A lot of different colors, a lot of designs. So thought I'd grab it and see. I'm not a soccer guy, but I remember Umbro, and I don't know if that's a good one or not. Anytime you see Harley stuff, grab it. And with it, man, I was in there for a while. Where is it? I think this one has a rip or a stain or something. And I'll just put that in the listing. I hate doing it. You know, I hate selling clothes that are messed up, but it happens. And you know, as long as you list it and you tell them what it is and you point it out to them, most people are okay with it. Especially if it's not in something that anyone's really going to notice. Here's a polo, but it's a embroidered polo jeans. It's just the Polo Jean Company, but still, with it being an embroidered t-shirt. I got a few t-shirts this time. I haven't kind of steered away from the t-shirt stuff. I've done a lot of dress clothes and nicer, higher end clothes, but trying to move things around. Here's an anthology, 100% silk. This can bring some cash. I don't know how much yet, or take that back. I'm gonna find out if it brings some cash or not. Some things that sell really high end in the stores do not resell for much, so be very careful, especially if you're just getting into it. One of them that comes to mind is like a Nautica or a Tommy Hilfiger. You can spend a lot of money on those in the store, but then they resell just as not there. It's a redhead, another one I just don't know much about yet, but it felt good. It's a different brand. And at $2, it's hard to go wrong with it. If nothing else, I can get my money back. If I can't get $2, well, rich. If I can't get $2 out of a shirt, that's just doing something wrong. Here's another Beverly Hills Polo Club. I got this one because it's got a lot going on. It's got the military thing there on the top. It's got some patches on the sleeve here. It's a collared shirt. It says Beverly Hills Polo Club. I mean, it just had a lot going on. And it's kind of unique, and that's one of those things that if you see it, you should grab it, because those are the things that people are looking for online. When people go into a regular store shopping for something, they're not really looking for something specific like that unless it catches their eye. If someone's looking for something like that, for any number of reasons, they're going to go online for it. Hard Rock, Las Vegas. This thing looked like it was brand new. Again, a couple bucks. It's worth a shot. And I mean, I can't imagine that going from less than 20. I'm sure somebody got it as a souvenir and never wore it. Here's Territory Ahead. This is one of those brands, if you see it, grab it. Anytime I get clothing, I always check them in the store for as close as I can. You're always gonna be those times when you miss something, but make sure all the buttons are there. I mean, there's always exceptions to everything, but look at all the buttons, look for pit stains, look for collar stains. I mean, let's just kind of look it over real close and just give it a once over and make sure that you're not buying some garbage. There's been some I've been really disappointed in when I get excited because I see them in the store and then you look at them and they're missing a button and they've got a pit stain or something. Normally my rule of thumb is I can deal with one problem on a shirt or piece of clothing. Like if there's one small stain somewhere, I can deal with that. If there's one button missing, I can deal with that. But if there's a button missing, a stain somewhere, and then a tear somewhere else, I'm out. That's 3 things there, and that's just not not going to happen there. Got this one. It's a polo, Ralph Lauren. Got this one for the colors. The polos, the shirt, collared shirts like this, they don't sell as well as the dress shirts do, but that one had a lot of color to it, so I got that one. Abercrombie and Fitch. It's another one I bought for the color. Normally I don't get these. Abercrombie and Fitch tends to not sell too well for me anyways. I pass them up a lot. But it's pink. It's got the logo on it, so I grabbed it. Told you I had a lot of stuff. Here's a Western. I've sold these before. I think this is an older brand. This is really thin. I've sold them before for right around 20 bucks, I believe. This one's got the pearl snaps to it. I think the other one I sold for 20 did not have pearl snaps, but it's got the pearl snaps. So there's that. Here's an Express. This is one I've been wanting to look into. This one was in good shape, so it's a lamb's wool. I don't do too much Express stuff, but I'm gonna check this one out and see. I haven't really had time to look into them. I know it's a pretty popular store. Here's a U.S. Polo Association, again, colors. And it's got the pony, the polo guy there, and it's big. It's got the thing on the sleeve there. Just the colors, brown and green. You just don't see it very often in any of the polo stuff. See, Le Tiger. Pretty sure that this is a lady's blouse. You'll see that at your thrift stores. Clothes will get mixed in. They see so many clothes and they don't know, but it's a good brand there. I'll get those in back. And then got some dress shirts here. This is one of my go-to. A lot of people don't know this brand, or they overlook it. Roundtree in York, especially if it's the gold label, especially if it's the non-iron. I've sold these things like hotcakes, man. Especially if you can price them under 20 bucks. They're really well made. They're I had one that I think it's because it had the word gold in it, but it got picked up on a Google picture somewhere along the line, and it got a ton of views, and it finally sold, and I got a good price out of it. This is another one that I really want to look into, and I forgot I had this one sitting here, but if any of you know Ed Hardy, you know it's Ed Hardy and his Christian Audigier, or I hope I'm pronouncing that right. That's who this one is by. It's not an Ed Hardy, it's just a Christian Audigier. And so I grabbed it. It's got these on the sleeve. It's a fabric, it's not leather or anything, but had a lot going on with it. At first I thought it was an Anye. Anye is another one that doesn't sell so swell, so anyways, that's what I'm interested in finding out. Here's another Disney. And this is from the Disney store, and it's got Mickey down there on the side, and it looks like that's that new Mickey, which I'm not crazy about because it's kind of raunchy a little bit. Not much care for it, but anyways, that's gonna do fairly well. Disney stuff sells pretty well for me anyways. I've done alright with it. Yeah, there's more. Told you. Eagle shirt makers. They listed one of those today for 18 bucks. These are really well made. I was hoping it was my size because I really like the way it feels, but it's too small for me. But I had a couple of these. I've already got one listed. That one will get listed shortly. There's another Eagle. I think there's a lot. Somebody had taken these. Yeah, that's what caught my attention too, right there. Somebody dry cleaned something. Typically means they cared for it. There was a reason they cared for it. Either they took care of their stuff, which is good for you, or it's a higher end brand, which is good for you. So that's always a key to look for. If you see that on there, you should perk up and pay some attention to it. And, you know, if you got your phone with you and you're not sure about it, run it through your phone and do a search on eBay. There's another Eagle. This one's purple. That one had the dry clean thing on it as well. Grab that one. This one I wasn't sure about. Something else that I look for. This one doesn't have it in there. Usually on the inside of the shirt. Hopefully I can show you one that has it. If it's a higher end brand, they like their names being on things, and you'll find them on the inside of the shirt, where the buttons are on one of the sides. You'll find something on there. And this one, this brand, the reason it was only a couple bucks, so I took a shot on it, is Kira, Kirra, and it was here on the shirt as well, the name of it, and it was embroidered. So I haven't had a chance to look that one up, but I'll be curious to see. Plus it's a pearl snap, so hopefully it's not just somebody's name. Find out the hard way, but that's fine. I needed some inventory, needed some stuff to get going. I got some more here. Banana Republic. It's another one of those, but this one is a silk cashmere. So anytime you see cashmere, even if it's a blend, you should probably grab it, because cashmere stuff smells awesome on there. Here is, this one has a tag on it. I think this is a skater thing. Zarka. It's that. Zarka. Paid $2 for it. It's brand new. Fabric feels pretty good quality. Doesn't feel like some cheap thing that you get from Walmart or anything. Which, if it is, I'd be impressed, because it's pretty good shape. I'll show you that one in a minute. Here's a Fossil. Rock is dead. Long-lived paper. Thought that was kind of funny. I'm not sure about this one. I thought Fossil stuff would sell better, but I had got a pair of jeans too that they didn't look like they were selling for much. But I may have been looking in the wrong category too, so I need to go back and check that. Hurley. Hurley had on the sleeves there too. Hurley stuff should sell pretty well. I haven't sold too much of it because I don't come across it. This is one I was going to keep for myself, but I'm probably going to list it. The Joe, it's either Martin or Marlin. One of the two. It's got a really good feel to it. 65% rayon, 35% polyester. It's got the bamboo, cork, wood, whatever those are, buttons there. But it's in really good shape. This is one that's what I was talking about. That's what caught my attention too. If it's mass-produced garbage, they're not going to put that extra stuff on there. That doesn't mean this is going to be worth a fortune or anything, or even worth much. But that's just another one of those flags, one of those cues that you want to look for if you see something like that. You know, I didn't take the time to look it up on the phone because it was, again, it's only $2, so I grabbed it. But that should be something to look for when you're out shopping. This one was pretty cool. I think this was one that was in the case, and I'll show you something about it. It's a, if you guys, my wife actually bought me one of these for Christmas, retail, which she should know better. It's Affliction. These go for high dollar, the t-shirts. I mean, this t-shirt alone is probably between 60 and 80 bucks in the store. They had it in the case for $9.99. It's half off. I paid $5 for it. So $5 for an Affliction shirt. A lot of times these are reversible. This one is not, but it's got some type of like felt thing on it, and I mean, it's got just, the more you look at it, the more you see the design. I don't know how well that's showing up on camera, but there's the back of it. These are really expensive, but this is one that I got home and I found this, which I'm gonna list it anyways, but I'll end up probably either auctioning it or selling it dirt cheap, because the more I look at it, the more I see that this thing has run its course. But it's fine, you know. There it is right there. There's a hole in it, and then if you see along the edges here, I don't know if somebody put that in with a pair of jeans and the zipper or something caught it, but it kind of got chewed up there, and then a few other spots. And there I go, kick the camera around. But anyways, not a big deal. Still happy with everything that I got. I got a few more to show you. There's a pair of jeans. These I may be keeping for a couple reasons. They actually fit me. They're diesel jeans. Diesel jeans are very, very expensive jeans. Anywhere $200 and up in the store, brand new. Made in Italy. There you got the flag, Italy flag there. Pockets are pretty cool. Reminds me of Van Halen, but anyways. The reason I may be keeping them is because they fit me. My wife likes them on me. And I'm gonna wash them. I don't know if it'll show up or not, but in the store they didn't show up, but they've got like, I mean, if I wore them, no one would ever notice. But that's one of those little things you just gotta look for. It's got, I don't know if it's dirt or stain or what it is, or somebody like, I don't know, did something they shouldn't have done, and now they're hiding the evidence by putting their clothing at Goodwill, because no one would ever look there. So if there's cops looking for anybody that has blood-stained diesel jeans, maybe I've got them. I kid. Anyways, diesel jeans, if you find them, grab them quickly. I was just in the right place at the right time with these. These weren't even in the case. I think these were the ones that I was standing there going through my last rack of shirts and everything, and the employee came by and put like 2 or 3 pairs of jeans out, guys jeans out, and I never find good guys jeans. I always find good girls jeans, but guys jeans very rare. But I turned around and I saw diesel on a couple of them, and I about fell over. But especially at the same time when somebody else was there trying to look for stuff for jeans too. This was in the case. This is Ed Hardy. It's got a lot going on there. I have no idea if it's a guys or girls. I would assume girls, but you don't know anymore. It's got these rhinestones on it. It's got a lot going on the back. It says Ed Hardy. And then Ed Hardy. And real faintly, right underneath the Ed Hardy, you can see where it says Christian Audigier. This goes back to that other shirt I was looking at. And this one, this shows you how well, people think they buy and use clothes from eBay or something, but a good reputable store, like, I'll tout myself, and I know there's a lot of you guys out there that are this way. When you're selling used clothes, you probably look over them more and scrutinize them more than you would new clothing. New clothing, you buy it off the rack, and you don't even barely look at it and see if there's anything on it. You just check and see if it fits you or not. You have no clue whether there's anything on it. That can happen at a brand new in a store somewhere. Somebody can get their fingers on something, leave something, you can have a flaw on it. I know I never really check these over because you just take it for granted because it's new. But anyways, it's got all these dots all over it. But then here at the top, it's got something going on here. I'm going to wash it and see if it doesn't come out. But I don't know if it got something on it or if that's just part of the design. I don't know. But anyways, just check your clothing over real good when you get it. Here's another one that was in there. This one was like, I think maybe $9, and I got it half off. It's another Ed Hardy. This one's definitely girls. I would certainly hope so. It's got a whole lot of different colored rhinestones, but grr about girls, it's got a little hole in it. But it's nice enough that I'm gonna list it, and I'll just tell them what it is. Don Ed Hardy Designs, it says. But a lot of Ed Hardy stuff. You just gotta be on the lookout for fake stuff, and you can usually tell the fakes. It's just they look really cheap. Here's another Hurley. This was sitting out on the rack. It's a t-shirt. Like I said, I got a lot of t-shirts this time, which I don't usually do. And these, if you find any of these, even if it's got some company's logo on it, Under Armour, grab it. This is one of the nicer ones. This is one of them. Yep. So Under Armour, always grab. And what should I do that? Alright, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. Yep, I am almost done. This is not worth as much as I thought it was going to be, but it's still fine. This is a brand that is from the Buckle. The Buckle makes a ton of different brands. This one is a bullhead. It says bullhead there. And anything from the buckle I really like. I love their business plan and what they've done and their story. I'm a big fan of the buckle. But these I listed, I mean, these are not going for much. I think I've got these on there for less than $20. But it was worth a shot. Anything the buckle, I always take a try on. I bought some stuff in them before, some Big Star jeans and stuff like that have really sold well. These carbon black, I need to go back and check these, because when I checked them in the store they showed a really high price, and I checked them at home and I didn't, so I think I may have gotten off on my listing. And these may actually be, I'm not sure, but they may be women's, and I was looking in the guys, but I'm not sure. It says they're 32, but I think they're guys, but they've got all the rips and tears of the distressed jeans. And then on the back it's got the flat pockets. A lot of those flat pockets or the thicker stitching stuff is, with jeans, I mean, you really gotta know your brands, but because there's a lot of them out there now that are making them that look just as nice but don't sell for as much. Here's a pair of Fossil jeans. I thought these were gonna go for more. I don't know why I thought Fossil would. I don't know, because they're made here, I guess. But there's some Fossil jeans. Nothing really special about them. They've got the distress there. I don't know if that's part of the design or somebody did that themselves. But anywho, almost done. Here is another pair of diesel jeans. So I was really happy I got those. I think I've got these listed for either 60 or 70, and I paid $3 for them. Diesel, Zathan. These are made in Italy. I didn't show you on the other ones, but this would be a good way to make sure that they're not counterfeit. They go through a lot of lengths. These, and you'll see my video I did on Lucky jeans. You can usually tell when you look at them, look at the stitching, feel the material, look at the details. I mean, they went through a lot to put these different tags, if somebody's going to counterfeit that, they're going to miss something, or it's just not worth their effort, so they're going to either skip it or they're not going to counterfeit them. It's just like making money. You make it hard enough, make it not be worth their while, they're not going to try and counterfeit them. So, and then the last two, this one was in the case, and I believe it was $19.99 and half off, so I paid $10 for it. But it's a Hugo Boss slimline, and Hugo Boss stuff is really popular if you didn't know. But what's good about it, even better about it than just being a Hugo Boss and being a Hugo Boss dress shirt and being a Hugo Boss black dress shirt, is that it's still got the tags on it. And the tag says $155 for a shirt. That's craziness to me. It's extra large. It's my size. I'm not going to be keeping this one though. I'm going to sell it. I won't tell my wife, but she'll want me to keep it. But anyways, I'll be selling that one. And then here's the last one. This is the coup d'etat, but with the caveat that I have to do some more research on it for a couple of reasons that I'm going to show you. These were in the case, and they say maybe you can see that Dolce & Gabbana. If they're real Dolce & Gabbana, they can be worth a fortune. D&G, Dolce & Gabbana. There's pants on there from Dolce & Gabbana for $3,000. So they are definitely high-end clothing. These, I don't know. I'm going to do some more research on them because I've never really gotten into the Dolce & Gabbana because you just don't see it. But I don't know if these are real or fake because, like I just said, with the counterfeit, the higher the dollar value of a piece of clothing, money, anything for that matter, the higher dollar, the more likely someone is that they're going to want to counterfeit it because it's going to be in their best interest to do so. So if you're talking about a $5 pair of jeans, people aren't going to counterfeit those. You're talking about a $3,000 pair of pants, you're going to find counterfeits. So I need to do some research on them. It's just, I'm very leery about them, I'll say that. I'm hopeful, but I'm not going to list them until I know for sure. And I may talk to a few people that I know that do sell clothes that I think I can talk to that may be able to tell me if they are or not. I've got a friend of mine that I buy some stuff off of her, and she should be able to tell me or not if there's certain things about them. It's got D and G. I mean, it's stitched in there, but I'll show you the few things that kind of concern me. Is that I mean, it looks like they've been altered, but they look like they've been professionally altered. So to me, that tells me that someone may have paid a high dollar for them, but to get them to fit properly, they took them somewhere to professionally have them altered. So I mean, that's not some hack doing this, and I'll show you the other thing on the inside. But what makes me leery is like this. But I will say that, I mean, there's times when you'll see some higher end clothing items or anything for that matter that you'll see that they'll use and it'll look just really cheap, and you'll find out that people's really just buying a brand. So you see it in the firearms industry, invariably somebody that is selling a manufacturer that's selling a higher dollar gun, they'll always send it like in a cardboard box or something. It'll be something cheap. But the other thing that's got me leery is just this has been altered here all the way down the seam. So I mean, you can see the original seam in here. They made them like skinny jeans or something, but it was definitely done professionally, I will say that, or someone that really knew what they were doing, because I didn't even notice it until I got home. I started looking at them. Actually, I tried them on. They were really fitting tight. Somebody wanted some tight skinny jeans, so maybe they were like Justin Bieber's or something, I don't know. But I'll find out if they are or not. But anyways, these were in the case, and I didn't hesitate on them. It said $19.99 for these in the case. I don't know that I would have spent that on them if it would have just been the $19.99, but half off, it ended up being $10. But on top of that, I used my card, so I ended up getting 60% off. All the clothing I bought came out to like, it was something like $400, and ended up getting the half off for going in on the first Saturday, and then I got an additional 10% off, so I ended up getting like 60% off. I think I paid $170 for everything you see here, and you know, who knows what I've got there. I probably got at least $1,000. I would just throw that one out there. I probably got $1,000 sitting there. So, you know, to 5 times my money. You know, clothing's kind of a slow sale, but anyways, it is what it is. It's helping me keep a roof over my head, so that's always a positive. So I know this was a long video. I've never really done one of these haul videos before. Wanted to do one because I got so much stuff, and I think there's even a few items that I didn't show you. Spent a few hours in there. I take my time when I go through there because I don't want to miss anything, and I'll flip through every single shirt, every single piece of clothing until I know that I've exhausted what I know right now. And there's a lot of the women's stuff I don't get into too much because I don't know enough about, but a lot of the guys stuff I know the brands, I know what to look for, so I'll take my time and look at every single piece. So that's me. I treat it like a business because it is. It's working out for me anyways. So hopefully you guys got something out of this. I really appreciate you guys sticking by and checking out the videos. Try and get some more stuff out there. I know people's made videos for me, made videos before, and they've really helped me out a lot. So hoping to do some videos that help everybody else out there, and hopefully I can bring something to the game here. Alright, thanks guys. God bless y'all. Have a good one.